We've all seen the movie version of the dinosaur extinction. A massive rock hits Earth, a giant fireball sweeps across the globe, and poof, the age of reptiles is over. But that's not actually what happened. The Chicxulub impact didn't kill all the dinosaurs in an afternoon. In fact, for thousands of creatures, the impact was just the opening bell. What came next wasn't a quick end. It was a brutal, grueling game of post-apocalyptic survival. So, what was life actually like for the dinosaurs who survived the worst day in Earth's history? Let's map out the immediate aftermath. Within hours of the crash in modern-day Mexico, energy equivalent to 100 teratons of TNT blasted vaporized rock straight into the upper atmosphere. As that debris fell back down, friction heated the air to temperatures resembling a broiling oven. Wildfires erupted globally. If you were a massive long-necked sauropod or a T-Rex thousands of miles away, you survived the initial shockwave. But you woke up to a world choked in smoke, where the air was physically painful to breathe, and the forests you relied on for food or cover were actively burning. But the worst was yet to come. Within weeks, the soot and sulfur completely blocked out the sun. This triggered what scientists call an impact winter. Temperatures plummeted by up to 30 degrees Fahrenheit globally. Imagine living in a tropical paradise your entire life, and suddenly it's a permanent freezing twilight. This is where the real ecological collapse happened. Without sunlight, plants couldn't photosynthesize. Within months, global vegetation died off. This created a devastating domino effect: the herbivores. Giant plant eaters like Triceratops had to wander vast distances, chewing on bark and dead wood, rapidly starving. The carnivores. For meat eaters, it was an eerie, temporary paradise. The world was suddenly full of easy meals, carcasses everywhere. But eventually, the meat ran out. Large dinosaurs, who required thousands of calories a day just to walk, simply couldn't find enough fuel to run their massive bodies. Yet, life dug in its heels. Geologists look at rock layers from this exact era and find something incredible: the fern spike. While massive forests died, hardy ferns blanketed the charred earth like a green carpet. And who was eating those ferns? The survivors. To make it through the impact winter, you had to pass a very specific checklist. First, you had to be small, under about 55 pounds. Small bodies need less food. Second, you had to be able to burrow or hide underwater to escape the initial heat and extreme cold. Our tiny mammal ancestors ticked those boxes. They hid underground, eating insects, seeds, and rotting organic matter. But they weren't the only ones. This brings us to the biggest plot twist in evolutionary history. The dinosaurs didn't completely go extinct. A specific group of small, feathered, beak-mouthed dinosaurs possessed the exact survival kit needed. They could fly to escape localized disasters. Their feathers kept them warm in the impact winter, and their beaks were perfect for cracking open tough, durable seeds, one of the few food sources left on a dead planet. They survived the fallout. Over the next few million years, as the skies cleared and the sun returned, they evolved. So, how did the dinosaurs live after the meteor hit? They struggled, they adapted, they shrank, and eventually they became the birds outside your window today. The next time you see a crow or a sparrow, remember, you're looking at a lineage of ultimate survivors who looked a global apocalypse in the face and won. Subscribe for more.